you know what they say about finding your peers on an adult website?
What's that?
Don't fall in love.
Never fall in love.
Yeah.
Folks, if you're watching this podcast, by now you've read the reports.
Yes.
Bobby Sheehan was in a car accident
Mm-hmm.
and had
And then I
passed
killed
away.
him.
Yeah.
He asked me to say, I was jogging and I saw him.
Yes.
And he asked me for mercy, and I said, no, like Rorschach.
Hell yeah, dude.
Apparently, the medical report said he'll still be able to do stand-up in the after hours, before hours podcast, but he will never be able to do the Locker Room Talk podcast again.
Oh, my God.
He'll never appear.
A fate worse than death.
Yeah. So we are officially rebranding.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I made an executive decision. We are no longer Locker Room Talk. Moving forward, we are officially the real-ass Joe Gorman experience,
Yes.
dude. I've decided to keep Matt Maran on as my assistant.
Jamie. He's your Jamie.
Yeah. Yeah, so
I'm Jamie.
every time you see me on the podcast enjoying a hot cup of coffee, know that Matt Maran was the one standing in line,
Yes.
making
Yeah.
sure that order is placed correctly.
And this
Absolutely.
will be a 4-hour podcast where we talk about creatine.
This is going to be an
Yes.
18-hour podcast.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. One-upping the master.
You better
Yeah.
believe it, dude. all ads.
Yes. All ads.
It's all just one giant ad read.
Hey, guys, I love onit.com.
Yeah.
I just wanted to mention that.
This entire podcast, the whole time, has actually been an ad for InfoWars.
It's actually been an ad for the Before Hours podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is what it actually is.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were watching and supporting us solely for Bobby Sheehan, now's the time to jump ship. He's
Your
fucking.
views go up like $5 to $50.
My God, we're printing money.
It is now Matt Maran, Joe Gorman, and our guest today, Robbie Goodwin
Hey.
from the What About Rob podcast.
Comedy.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up? How you doing, Robbie?
Good. Ryan Long just collaborated with me on Instagram, so I'm feeling pretty fucking
Hell
good.
yeah.
Oh,
you
you've
guys.
arrived, baby
I know.
boy.
Yeah.
That was actually very nice of him.
God bless him, dude.
It's funny because Ryan collabed with me immediately, but last week I made one for my pretty close friend Sam, online boy, and it was kind of like pulling teeth. Like he kind of
Yeah.
left me on read, and then I was like, "Hey man, you want to
And
like
again, don't look
collab
my
on this?"
armpit.
And he was like, I mean. Maybe could you like find like a funnier moment? And I'm like, fuck you, dude. And then-
Real.
but then he collaborated, and it's at like 500 likes, and every
Yeah.
like I get, it's extra nice because like, yeah, that fucking idiot.
in spite of fucking all of Real's attempts to stop you, dude.
I know, dude.
That's so funny,
He's
dude.
sabotaging me.
He is. He's holding you back intentionally.
The
dude.
Yeah.
collaborative thing is so like interesting with certain people.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, some people will just immediately accept, and other people won't. And it's weird for me. I feel weird asking, "Hey, why didn't you accept the collaboration?"
I
on
don't.
this?
I throw it out there, and if I'm not friends with them, then it's like, okay, fine.
Even
like,
if I'm
do
friends
whatever
with
you
them, it's
want.
still weird because then I'm like, am I just gonna like make it weird in my friendship now?
Yeah.
I just send them a sad face.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I send them a dick pic.
That's pretty good too.
You think I won't kill you, bitch? I sent him a little one
So
of those.
check out Matt collaborating with Amy Cardinale soon on Instagram.
Nice, dude. But yeah, dude. So Bobby's out. So yes, we are rebranding.
Yes, we'll still be Locker Room Talk for now. I think we're going to undergo a rebrand soon. But
Yeah.
for now, it's Matt Maran and Joe Gorman. We're still going to, for those of you listening, subscribing, and watching, the show's still going to go on.
Yeah.
Now's the time to
yes.
really support the Patreon too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we need
Now
like
me
the,
and Joe get a bigger cut of it. So
Yeah.
now
Even
you
more
wanna
than how much
support it.
money
Yeah.
they're gonna get. Just think about how funny it is to see Bobby see the numbers go up. After
There
they
you
left.
go.
Yeah.
Yes. If
Be-
you
be-
if you want to
yeah.
see if you want to make Bobby really sad, subscribe to the Patreon now.
We'll call this the reverse Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
Yeah, give us some money, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. Fucking come on. What is this shit, dude?
Yeah.
I'm talking for 2 hours a week. It's fucking insane.
It's
I
fucking
feel like a
wild.
slave out in the fucking plantations. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, sometimes midway
What's
through
in the news?
midway through the podcast, we just start singing hymns instead of making jokes.
Yeah.
we're just
What are some slave songs? Like
That's it, dude.
Is that it?
That's how they invented freestyle. It was essentially how freestyle rap.
Gangsta's Paradise.
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style is a big slave song.
Can you imagine the slaves like dancing through the cotton
Yeah.
fields,
open,
Gundam style?
open cotton style.
Oh, Uncle Tommy style.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Whew.
I
Well,
ate at
they
a
make-
Korean place yesterday. It was
Yeah?
good. Yeah. It's called Soul Food, so it's like a barbecue.
SEOUL food.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it actually called that?
It's literally
Hell
called
yeah.
that. It's like a barbecue Korean.
Oh,
restaurant.
nice, dude. It's like an all Korean staff, but they have blackface.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want the fried chicken?
Yeah.
You're about to.
yeah, yeah, you know, that kind of thing.
Sorry, dude. I got to the fucking racist point before you.
I know. I was gonna say I'm just gonna do exactly the same joke that Joe just did.
It's right there.
Like, what if I tag your joke by doing the exact same thing and see
Yeah.
if I can get a laugh? I'll
It's
do
basically
that
capture the flag, but for racism.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Or you just do the tag someone else did, and then people who didn't hear the first person laugh, and you get to get credit for the joke.
Oh, that's
I
the
love
best,
that.
dude. That's the best way to make girls mad in grade school.
Oh yeah. Sorry, bitch. I fucking gaslit you before I even knew that was a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That fucking rules, dude. That yeah, man. Fucking like teasing girls. Remember that when you would like have a crush on a girl, so you tease her.
Oh yeah,
You
of
know?
course. Yeah.
No,
How do you think I developed my Peter Griffin impression?
Yeah.
Yeah, from teasing girls.
Yeah, that's I made fun of them as Peter, and they're like, "That's so funny."
The
Yeah.
trick is, and now as an adult, all you really need to do is just look them in the eyes and make them feel like the only girl in the
And
room.
let them know
That
you
is
have a gun.
funny, yeah. In middle school and high school, girls really liked when you just like made fun of them.
Yeah, a little bit,
Like, it
dude.
kind of turned them on.
It
I
got
remember
their
that.
fucking little fucking pussy so fucking wet, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, now we can joke about pedophilia now that Bobby's not here.
yeah.
The fucking
Now that there's no longer a child
Yeah.
in the room.
Exactly.
Well, like,
yeah.
and Bobby was always like, never make fun of me for being like, never make the pedophile jokes. And it's like, all right, but
Yeah.
like, it feels weird that you would be so self-conscious
He
about
said he
pedophiles.
didn't want it to be his thing that he's a pedophile.
Really?
Yeah.
That's every comedy podcast.
and,
Yeah,
and,
basically.
he was like, why is Matt's thing that he has a crush on girls? And my thing is that I fuck children. It's like, I don't know, dude. It just happened.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's so funny.
It's just the vibe you give off. I
Yeah.
give off the vibe that I have a crush on every female comedian.
I will
guess.
say the bit against Matt definitely probably there's more risk in his personal actual
Yeah, that is
life.
true.
No one's gonna believe like it. That's,
Yes, they
yeah.
do, Joe.
I meant
Gotten
no.
messages from people asking about certain girls you've just said I have a crush on.
Like who, Amy? They were like, stay away from Amy. She's mine. And then like Matt just sent a picture of him flexing, and say, these fucking 23-inch guns say otherwise, brother. Nice, man. That's
no,
cool.
We'll stop joking about that. But
No,
but as your friend, have you asked out Rachel yet?
Look how fucking blushing he's getting, dude. I guess it's like giving my face a workout in a way. Uncomfortably smiling for so
and
long.
just avoid being. The thing is, if I was just like, you know what, to stop this bit, I'm gonna stop being friends with female comedians. Joe would just do it more, and it would just,
yeah.
and then the girls would be like, why is he ignoring me? Oh, because he probably has a crush on me.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
Nice,
There's
dude.
no way to stop him.
I gotta keep them safe somehow.
No, there's
I must stay away from them.
there is literally no winning.
There's no way.
Sorry, Maddie. Just don't wear your heart on your sleeveless shirt, dude.
I
Phew,
used,
dude.
I used to do, I don't even remember what it was, but it was some bit where one of the lines in the bit was that I never have any sleeves to wear my heart on.
Oh, really?
It was
Nice.
very
Damn, and Joe
dumb.
just came up with it like that.
I know.
And how many
Yeah.
hours of writing did
I
that take you?
yeah.
All down the drain.
Yep.
Oh no, poor Matt's become Bobby. Everyone's bullying
no.
him.
That's the new Bobby.
I'm the new Bobby.
Yeah,
No.
I will always be Joe, though. Thank
Yeah,
God. Oh,
honestly.
top of the food chain, Gorman.
yeah, yeah. Oh man.
Oh, damn, dude. So what's new and wonderful with you, Roberto?
Oh man, just out there. I did Project Comedy Mayhem on Staten Island.
Yeah. Yeah. We,
My podcast is going good. We just
Yeah.
had fucking Dalton on.
Oh, yeah, he's
Our
back,
best friend,
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
yeah,
is-
it sounded great.
He is the phoenix risen from the ashes.
Yeah, and I listened to some of his podcasts, and it's just so funny. Sometimes Dalton's like not quite in control of how he's funny. Like he's like, "Yeah, I used to order Papa John's. That was my grocery for the week because they just put a bunch of stuff on there."
Nice, dude. I was thinking about a little Papa. You know what? I was thinking about Papa John's or Domino's tonight.
Oh, yeah, I like Papa John's the best.
I
of the,
feel guilty doing that chain pizza place
Yeah.
in
in
New York.
Sometimes it just
Oh yeah.
Because like
can
mean
see
like
that.
I'm literally like right down the street from Joe's.
It's a good pizza place.
Yeah,
Joe's
and,
is so
and there's
good.
Papa's right off Bedford and 6th.
But the thing is, they don't really taste like any other pizza, Papa John's or Domino's.
Yeah.
like they taste like Papa John's and
I know, it's so
Yeah.
unique, right?
Yeah.
It's weird. And even like Pizza Hut has its own little flair.
And
Now,
it is good. Like I've had there's a Domino's right down the street from where I live. It's like Domino's is closer to me than any like good pizza places.
Yeah.
So I will have it every once in a while. I think Domino's is good.
It is, yeah. Once they change their formula.
how about like when they fucking cut into like those little fucking triangles?
Oh,
I
yeah,
love-
that's nice.
Man, I feel like I'm getting so much more pizza that way.
Yeah.
You're not. You're
'Cause-
definitely
or you're
not.
eating more slices. So
Yeah.
you're like, wow, how many fucking slices
I'm
am I
burning
eating?
calories lifting up all these extra pieces now,
Sure,
dude.
absolutely.
Right, Finn? I think we're gonna have Pizza Hut tonight. Kelly's house sitting and cat
Ooh.
sitting. So
Pizza Hut. Where's there a nearby Pizza Hut?
there's no Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I
near
didn't
here.
think
There's
so.
one by
There's
my
like no-
apartment, I think.
Yeah?
I think so.
Is there one?
Yeah, I think you got like a little takeout place.
And it's either Pizza Hut or Papa John's is close.
No, I think
Yeah.
I think there is there's definitely a
There's
Domino's.
a Domino's right
off
there.
Avenue
Yeah.
A.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll look it up.
You got
Damn,
a Panda
dude.
Express opening near you.
I've had it for lunch like a
It's-
lot.
yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
It's good, dude.
So good.
Damn,
Panda
dude, chain
Express.
restaurants fucking rule. Well,
They
like
really
it's
do.
like everyone likes them. There's something for
Yeah.
everyone. Man.
Yeah. If you made it to the point where you're a national chain,
Yeah.
generally you hit on something people
Also,
like.
some of them, I like Panda Express wasn't in New York for a while. The only time I ever had it was when
Yeah.
I went to Six Flags.
Yeah.
And same thing with Johnny Rockets, because I grew up in New York. There's Johnny
Oh,
Rockets
yeah.
in Jersey, but there weren't any in New York. I think there's like a mall in Long Island that has a Johnny Rockets. But I always thought of Johnny Rockets and Panda Express as that. Oh, those are the Six Flags foods.
There's no Jersey Mike's in New York, ironically, or fucking. There's no In-N-Out, obviously. I
Yeah.
missed that a
Oh,
lot.
I missed it. We got that in Colorado. I missed
Oh,
it so
hell
much.
yeah.
There's an
dude.
In-N-Out in Colorado.
There's
Oh,
one
yeah.
in Austin
yeah.
too.
I haven't ever had it before.
Dude, it's so fucking good.
It's a
Yeah.
lot. It's a lot like Shake Shack.
I
will
li-
say.
I like Shake
it's
Shack.
Basically, it's basically
Yeah.
Shake Shack, but it's.
Yeah.
I
it's
feel like
great.
I don't know. There's just something about it.
yeah.
It's just
It's the atmosphere is awesome. It's
Yeah.
like a drive-in.
I
Yeah,
had
you get the well done fries,
Animal style actually.
animal
Yeah.
style, but
That's
I get
my
them well
favorite.
done where they
Yeah.
fry them twice.
I had
Ooh, that's
Whataburger
good.
when I was in Texas. Whataburger's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had Whataburger.
Yeah.
I think
I always just get barbecue when I'm in Texas.
I feel
Yeah.
like In-N-Out was also the first like secret menu that I kind of knew about, where it was like
yeah.
animal style, and they don't advertise it.
Yeah, when I was a kid and I learned about that, I was like, that's fucking cool.
Like the Flying Dutchman.
yeah.
You know, where
Yeah.
they don't have the bun and shit.
Is that what they call it?
Oh yeah.
They called it Atkins style when I was there.
Protein style, I think,
Protein
is the
style,
thing
yeah.
now. Or they have like extra lean. They have like all.
Yeah.
They have like the lettuce wrap
Well,
version.
it's funny because they have like such a small menu.
right.
And
In-N-Out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can only like 4 things, but they have a secret menu,
Okay.
which is pretty cool.
They add like a little extra to it.
I knew about like because I worked at a Starbucks, so I knew some of the Starbucks secret menu stuff. But it was
Ooh,
like
what's on the Starbucks secret menu?
some of them like I think they started making the unicorn frappuccino like that you can order, but that started off as like a secret menu thing.
Interesting.
A lot of it is like I think the secret menu just started as like people who used to work at Starbucks just like put their own drinks that they would make
Okay.
on a website.
Okay.
Well, I know at dude, Finn is fucking wild.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
He hasn't seen me in a couple weeks.
He hasn't. I
he's
think
fucking.
last week
He's
off.
horny as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was. It's just been him and me the past couple of days. So.
Aw.
Outside of like the walks, but we go to the park. But he's weird about
Oh,
other.
Oh,
my
he's about to fall
god.
off.
Careful, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's just in a good mood. He's excited.
But yeah, Starbucks, like, I remember one Christmas we had a Snickerdoodle latte.
Whoa, easy, man.
Yeah. Snickerdoodle
This
latte.
black guy named Doodle used to come in.
So
But, they stopped doing it at the end of the Christmas season, and I've never seen it come back, but I know how to order. I know how to make it.
Ooh, wow.
So every once in a while, I mean, it's like, it's not great for you.
Y'all been to the,
You can't do it
Starbucks-
too often, but
the Starbucks Reserve in the West Village.
yes.
Oh,
I
yeah,
have
that's
been
fun.
there,
That's
yeah.
just fucking cool.
I went
love
to
it.
the original reserve in Seattle.
How was that?
also. I mean, it's like huge. It looks almost like a factory. It's cool, and then you just get like a regular latte.
Yeah.
now,
the menu items on the Starbucks Reserve in the West Village
Yeah.
are fucking sick, though.
Yeah, some of the stuff it sounds like almost too fancy. I'm not like a coffee connoisseur. Or
Well, they have a
anything.
bar though. They can
Yeah.
they make like a lot of like coffee cocktails.
If
which-
anyone's interested, if you want a Snickerdoodle latte, it's a white mocha with toffee nut and cinnamon dolce.
Mm.
that's easy, dude. We at Pete's Coffee would have like barista competitions.
Yeah.
So you would make like traditional espresso drinks, but then you'd have like your own special concoction.
Yeah.
And one of the baristas at our store won, and it was like this special like white chocolate
Oh,
peppermint
cool.
cappuccino thing that was kind of unique to our store.
Yeah.
So, they put up on the A-frame like, oh, come here and see the winner of the, Pete's Barista competition.
Yeah.
And drink their specialty drink.
Yeah, they used to give us those like coffee passports. We were supposed to do all these like tastings and fill everything out so we could like recommend what pairs with what. But none of us really none of the people who worked there gave a shit. And also,
I did that.
Yeah, it was an office building, so everyone coming down was just going to work. So no one was coming in like. It was just everyone was just getting their morning drink to get ready for the day.
Sure.
No one was
Afternoons.
like, if someone came in with like a dark roast, I was like, that pairs well with the iced lemon? They'd be like, I just want my dark roast.
That's very,
like,
yeah. That's kind of pretentious, honestly.
The afternoon is where like people get like a little more. They want to like reward themselves,
Right? Yeah.
And like, oh well, you know what? I had coffee this morning. Let's get
Right.
like can I get a small peppermint cappuccino?
that's where they would get the frappuccinos.
Yeah.
Because they were probably also in the office and bored of just drinking coffee because there's probably
Yeah.
coffee in the
Well,
office.
we'd also do like these coupons where it's like come
Which
back.
Pete's
and
did you work at?
I worked at the Ferry Building,
Oh my god, that's fun.
and then I worked at the One California after that.
Oh, cool.
I was an assistant manager at One California.
Cool.
I made it up. I worked at Pete's.
So you were
for,
in the
like,
middle of the city. That's great.
It was a good easy commute because I was living out in the Sunset District at the time.
Right.
So I would just take the N Judah.
Oh, I love that. That's
yeah.
like the one good train in San Francisco.
It's the most reliable, and it ran 24 hours.
Yeah. What do you
which
guys
is
think
cool.
the N stands for?
Snickerdoodle.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, I worked at the Starbucks. It was in Park Avenue Plaza, one of the BlackRock buildings, like
Wow.
East 53rd Street.
Oh, dang.
I was still living at my parents' place, so I would commute in from Queens, and then I was just in the city, and I would work like 7 to 2
Yeah.
shift or something like that.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah,
dude.
so I would get out of work, go to the gym, and just hit a bunch of open mics.
That's awesome.
and then go home and like get 4 hours of sleep, maybe.
I took-
Back when you're
yeah.
22 and you can run on either all-nighters or just a couple hours sleep.
Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah.
I
So
missed
as
that.
an assistant manager at Pete's Coffee in 2020 or 2012,
Yeah.
I was making like $16 an hour as an
pretty
assistant
good.
manager. It was
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
about what I was
But
making at Starbucks.
what
I was just regular barista.
Yeah.
But also full benefits.
Yeah, I got the Bennies, but then like I took that because the hours for assistant manager was 7 to 2,
Yeah.
3.
Yep.
And my boss told me, it's like, well, I need you like during these mid shifts, so that way you can kind of make sure that the morning shift ends on like a high note
Yeah.
and help transition into the afternoon shift.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. I don't have to fucking wake up at 3 a.m.
That's
anymore.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Take
was
the
doing
train.
like 2 or 3 days a week. I would do that like 7 to 1, and then the other days I would do like 11 to. We closed at 6:30.
No,
So
that
it'd
wasn't
be
bad.
like 12 to 7 or 11 to 6.
Oh, that's
It,
always
cut
fine.
in.
Yeah.
It cut in
Yeah.
too close to mic time and stuff. So I hated closing because then I would
for
miss
me,
the mics.
but also I wasn't a manager closing, so once we closed, I was just kind of like out. And also getting out at 7, you were still able to hit a couple of mics.
the late ones, yeah.
Yeah.
But man,
Yeah.
I feel
Some
like
of my first jobs in LA, they like it became like, they say 9 to 5, but it's really more like 10 to 6 a lot of
Yeah.
time. But they'd always push it and make you like want to stay. They're like, everyone like stays late here, and like it would go
Yeah.
till 7. I'd be like,
Fuck
I
that,
just.
You don't
dude.
have to stay late, but the people who stay late are the
know.
ones who get more fucking.
I was also
whatever.
just right out of college and like just wanting to impress my bosses. and
Yeah.
stuff
Every,
like
that's what they
that.
fucking prey on, dude.
Yeah.
I'm at like the stage in my life where it's like, okay, I have been stagnant in my role at my job for a while.
Yeah.
But it gives me the freedom to do comedy like
Yeah.
constantly, and that's way more important. And like I could fight for like a raise, but that would also mean I'd have to like move up
Right.
and have more responsibilities, and then like I'd have to be, making that my priority.
Yeah.
And I don't need to do that. I'm in like a comfortable
Honestly,
routine.
yeah,
that's
because I did
great.
security for so long. Also, like I could have made probably a good living like bouncing, but I didn't want my nights to all be taken up because I was doing.
Did
comedy
they offer you
stuff.
the U.S. Open this year, Matt?
Well, my guard license expired a couple years ago,
Oh, no.
so
Why?
I don't even know if it expires every 2 years, and you would just renew. You have to like go and take a class every 2 years. But there was a company that knew me, and I would just go in and they would sign a paper saying I took the class and send it in.
Classic Matt.
Classic Matt.
Yeah. During the pandemic, though, that company was out, so I had to do like
Good.
an online course and actually do it.
and
And
you
then
you failed spectacularly.
Yeah. They're like, should you wear sleeves to
Yeah.
work?
No.
Absolutely not.
yeah.
I need to be intimidating. They're gonna take one look at me and say, "No, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for a ticket."
What if Selena Williams is single and walks by?
But then I sent all the stuff in, and they just were like, pandemic, we're backed up. And like a
Nice.
year went by, and they didn't send me anything. And the companies I was working for, like, we can't
Oh no.
work with you.
Uh-oh. Pandemic's coming back too, Matt.
So
So
I went-
watch out, dude.
But I'm coaching youth sports now. I like that better than security anyway.
Because he's a pedophile, everybody.
Yeah. But
They call him the Sandusky of
yeah.
Jersey.
Also, my company didn't have the contract with the U.S. Open anymore either, so I don't even know if my
Then what's the
company I
point?
was working. Oh, because they would do like concerts, football games, and other stuff also.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
Yikes.
U.S. Open, I was always in player security. That was the wild thing. When I started working security, just like at a thrift store in the city, I was getting more benefits and about the same amount of pay as when I was like literally bodyguarding Serena Williams at the U.S. Open.
Yeah. Well, it's Buffalo Exchange, right? They're a bunch
Yeah.
of lefties.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bunch of libtard fucks.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's what you exchange for having trans coworkers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
They'll pay for my brain surgery, but I have to work with non-binaries.
Yeah. So at what cost? Truly. Oh my God! I sold some stuff at Buffalo Exchange.
Yeah, I still go in
recently.
to sell every once in a while.
You make a spicy meatball on that.
Dude, I made like $100.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
You
Damn.
Yeah.
do well.
Well,
Yeah.
because I had a bunch of concert T-shirts, and I'm like, I have a because I used to always get a T-shirt at a concert just as like a souvenir.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, oh, that's you know. But now I've just have too many T-shirts. So I went there to sell them, and they like actually bought them for like $10 each.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So
That's not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes it'll depend on like what their current stock is.
Yeah,
Like they may
yeah.
have just usually men's stuff. They're always a little lower on.
Yeah, it is also humiliating how they'll reject your clothes right in front of you, and you're
Yeah.
like, well, I thought that was pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty stylish, but okay.
Yeah.
The funniest was
yeah.
they took an I Heart New York, like they'd reject like some like Urban Outfitters thing that I bought.
Yeah.
But I had like an I Heart New York shirt that I just bought in like Midtown, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, we'll take this."
Those sell well.
Yeah.
Those will always
Yeah.
sell.
True.
I think
true.
they really are just thinking of what will, especially for, was it a guy or a girl?
It was
buying
it was a trans person actually.
Yeah.
Yuck. So
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Wow, Matt,
Whatever.
what
Yeah.
a gotcha question that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
sorry, trans people. Your lover Bobby Sheehan isn't here to protect you anybody, dude.
Yeah. Asking anybody.
That was the
what-
other thing. He was like, "Don't call me a pedophile, and don't make fun of my beloved trans people."
Right.
Right. He was trying to like, he was trying to get like
That what
a trans audience.
Yeah.
He thought you guys
Yeah.
you'd have like really good appeal to like
It's
the
funny.
trans community.
The ultimate gotcha question is to ask anyone what the gender of an employee at Buffalo Exchange is.
Yeah. You just kill yourself.
I would. The answer is it's not my place to say.
Right.
Yeah.
That's such a heroic non-response.
I remember
love
when
saying that.
when I worked there, we had a coworker who used they them pronouns, and one of the older coworkers was like an older gay guy, and I never said anything. I don't care, but he was the one who was like pulling me aside, and he's like, because me and him would like make jokes about stuff, and he would like almost know he can make jokes with me, but then he would pull me aside and be like, they them, come on, they gotta pick a side, right?
Yeah.
It's like the older gay guy who they all love, and they all see me as like,
Wait,
I'm the
so
straight.
when you say they, do you mean the other coworkers or that
The other
one
guy.
trans person?
That's what I can't say about they them. It's just confusing to me.
yeah, it's like how many is this a mob or one person?
Well, especially in like a news article.
Hey,
Sometimes it'll be very confusing.
Imagine like, hey, we got an audience here, and they are excited to see you, and you go there, and
Yeah.
it's one trans person, or
Yeah.
whatever they want to go.
Yeah,
by.
they're out there. They?
Yeah.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah, I always got
People are gonna be, oh, fucking 3 white guys joking about pronouns, real mature.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why is it so funny, dude?
That's what the
Yeah.
real ass
Yeah.
Joe Gorman experience is all about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, you got a problem with it? Come over here and sit on my face.
You guys should
Yeah.
call it Doubling Down with Joe Gorman featuring Matt.
Yeah.
It's me having like a straight flush, and Matt's the Joker card.
Yeah. Or Matt's like the dealer with like the red bow tie, and then you should have a picture of Bobby like having lost everything and like a whiskey in his left hand.
You say that, dude, but
Yeah.
how's What About Rob, man?
It's going good, man. The
yeah.
episode with Sydney Gant and Joe's coming out tonight,
Nice.
which
Fuck
is
Or
Sydney
it'll
was
be
like
out, it'll be out by the or Sunday night or
it's
No.
coming out literally tonight.
oh, so it'll be out by the time you guys watch this.
Yeah, we got some good. I mean, yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's
Yeah.
I was kind of dreading starting a podcast again, and I'm not really sure why. I think I was just like, just because I've been bitten twice. It's like going back to a restaurant you got food poisoning at. You
Yeah.
know, but I started it, and and it's been fun to like work on the project, and it's got momentum, and I've been getting really good. A lot of people have been wanting to do the show or doing the show and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
like
Nice.
good guests
Yeah.
and stuff, and
You have any
So,
they,
and it's-
them,
and
they,
the-
any they thems on yet?
I wish.
Yeah. You've had
Uh,
multiple guests though, so you've had they.
That's true. That's
There you
true.
go.
We'll call Ryan Long and Danny were they them.
There you go. Yeah. I will say I got along with everyone when I worked at Buffalo Exchange, but there was always like a thing of there was a bond that they all had with each other that I, the straight white guy, just was not involved in.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
say like you explore like your sexuality? That's
Just
all you
a
gotta
little
do,
bit,
dude.
like, you know, when like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
general when
yeah.
people hang out with each other and it's
Yeah.
like they'll get along with you, but there's something that you're out. But the older gay guy was in with them.
Yeah.
But then he was like more bigoted towards them than I was.
Older gays are like, it's very funny how
Yeah.
they're not super into like the trans stuff.
Yeah.
And they also hate other races too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like racism in the gay community, which is pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Like gay people are pretty fucking real for that. Like they're like, oh, you don't want to have sex with a black guy? Fucking, you know, it's
It'll
cool.
tear up your ass.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ew, a black guy fetish.
Well, they're just mean. I mean,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
gays are
They're
very
catty.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah.
catty.
So they'll just
Yeah.
say shit, and who
Yeah.
knows if they even mean it.
They
that
do.
was the-
they
that was
do,
the-
Yeah,
and
they
they're
do.
right.
Yeah.
They're right, dude.
It's what happens.
That's what makes it so fucking vile. Is like it cuts to the core.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
they say stuff like, "All right, you're right, but you're not supposed to say that."
Yeah.
That was the
Ooh,
old
if you have
drag
the
queen
mean
thing.
spiritedness of a man, or the ability to do hilarious comments like a man,
Yeah.
but with
Yes.
the cattiness of a woman,
Yeah.
Oh.
truly unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, every gay guy should like win roast battle by default.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
It's a so. What do you think that
There's
means about?
so many evil
Yeah.
gays, man.
Yeah.
Because they just have
Well,
so
I
much
mean,
power.
Yeah, drag queens were always like non-PC, but it's like okay because they're drag queens, I guess.
Yeah.
But now like all
Well,
of the
RuPaul got like
yeah,
got in trouble.
RuPaul got in
They
trouble.
all cancel each other too. That's the
Everyone
other
can.
thing.
Well, that's the thing. It ends up eating. It's like a snake eating its own tail.
I sometimes go on the Broadway subreddit just because I like musicals and I like to see what's like coming out or what has cheap tickets or whatever.
Yeah.
And the comments are just so fucking funny to me because it's like all just infighting and like that person's problematic and all that shit. I'm like, damn, I'm glad this is like the one gay thing I like because like everything else is like very like male things I'm interested in. Everyone's just like making jokes in the comments or
Yeah.
like trying to be offensive, but that one's like, so Leah Michelle actually in 2011, did you know that she was rude to her coworker?
yeah. Well, she
You
Well,
know,
it's
can't
interesting.
read.
You'll get you'll get some of that with like on like NBA Twitter and stuff, but it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's
but
but dudes being catty is different.
They're just being bullies.
Yeah.
And they don't really mean it. They don't want anyone to
Yeah.
get fired, basically.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, it's not really as like they are.
NBA
they're
is
not
like, it's
you're
jokes that-
problematic, but it's more like this guy everywhere he goes, he ruins the locker room. But he
Yeah.
shouldn't. No one should sign James Harden.
Yeah,
like that
it's-
type of stuff.
And a lot of like, well, James Harden, everyone, he's actually like a dickhead. But for most of the NBA, it's like, it's just a lot of like making savage fun of them when they do literally anything wrong.
Yeah.
Which is very funny because it's a bunch of like slubby dudes just like being
Yeah.
like, yeah, this fucking guy at the peak of it that has that leg powers is a fucking loser.
Yeah.
They are so mean because I
Yeah.
kind of like got deep into the NBA like honestly this year and at first I was like, why is everyone so mean to the players?
Yeah.
But now I'm like, yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
It is kind
Nice.
of fun.
Because they have big ego. They all have huge egos.
Russell Westbrook has like a triple-double for an entire season 2 years in a row, and you could still be like, yeah, that's historic, but never won a championship.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You did something that no one in NBA history has ever done. You can't even play pickup basketball,
I know.
and you're trashing him.
It's all
Hell
yeah
yeah,
because it's
dude.
like it's dudes being competitive so they trash talk.
Yeah.
It's just funny too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, well, I can't compete on you on an athletic level, but I can definitely get in your head.
Yeah.
And that's like also
That's
like
yes
a part of it,
exactly.
too, you
Yeah.
know?
And
It's
they
like
do
that-
that. They
Yeah.
like yell insults at each other. One's on like the free
You can
free
tell.
throw line.
Yeah, you can kind of see that
It's
too.
trash talking.
Yeah,
Pretty
So-
funny.
But it's like, it's a part. That's like a part of the culture. Their culture.
It really is. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think
Although
that'll ever
sometimes
be,
it'll backfire because what happened with
yeah.
Jordan Poole is he said to Draymond like, you know what it is, Draymond, basically saying that he has a better contract than him, and Draymond ran up and punched him.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
Although I
Well,
heard
that's good. You can't bring up your damn finances.
yeah, I heard there was something more. I forgot what the story was, but there was a little more to
There
it.
must have
But
been
that
like
was
an
that was like the
underlying-
original story.
That must have been like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
I bet
Well,
there's probably
yeah,
some-
Draymond is kind like I like him a lot, but he seems like a guy who just gets under people's skin and it probably builds.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who both Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock have a bit about how black he is.
Yeah.
So he is one of the most black people of all time.
Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
so people are obviously going to have issues with him.
Especially the light-skinned Warriors
Light-skinned
teammates.
Warriors teammates.
Hell yeah, dude.
Also, NBA and just sports arguments in general. It's so fun because it's so easy to make up an argument that no one, like, someone could just be doing something great and immediately all you have to do is have someone say he's the best ever, and then all of a sudden the next entire day, hours of, is this guy better than Michael Jordan?
Oh, yeah.
You just get to make up an argument.
That's-
Who
Yeah.
do you think is the best basketball player to allegedly rape a woman in a hotel?
Shaq.
Interesting.
No, I mean Kobe, obviously, right?
Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Wait, what about he's the best basketball player to throw someone out a glass window.
You know what? James Harden. Let's get the rumor going.
There you go.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, this is gonna fucking really put us on the map, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, the real ass Joe Gorman experience is getting some fucking traction.
Which is also now a sports podcast.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, what's funny about the NBA trash talk, I can't speak to the other sports, but it's very funny because like only one team escapes it. Because after a team loses a playoff series,
Yeah.
everyone's like, "You fucking idiots! You suck so bad, and you'll never be good." And everyone's like dancing on the grave of the
Yeah.
team.
But also the team that
It's like
won.
everyone's gonna lose.
As soon as the Nuggets won the championship, the next day it's like, are the Nuggets better than the '96 Bulls?
Oh my god! People just need something to talk about.
Yeah. And it is on some level it's fun because that is just like barbershop talk.
Yeah. Matt,
I
that's Matt's code for how black people talk.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, if we were all black, it would have been called barbershop talk.
Yeah.
There,
Exactly.
that's perfect.
Well, because when I had
White,
the long,
white boys talk in the locker room, black guys talk in the barber shop.
yeah. When I had the long hair, I didn't get any haircuts for like 10 years. And my first time back getting a haircut, I was just talking basketball with everybody. I was like, this is awesome.
Oh,
I
it's
wish I was getting haircuts.
It's a great way to connect with black people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, you should get like fucking leveled up at a barber shop. You get like the fade and everything.
Honestly, it's
Yeah, I
great.
usually do get a fade when I go to a
Nice.
barbershop every couple months. I don't know. Whenever I'm dating a girl, I just let her pick my haircut because I wear a hat and
Oh, that's smart.
Nice.
I haven't known what to do with it since I cut the long hair. And girls I've dated have had like different preferences.
Well, what did Amy say to do?
And it's like thinning anyway, so I don't know.
You should do like the little horseshoe thing, or
Yeah.
grow it out long again,
Grow it out now.
and then you look like Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Get
or
a
something.
fucking hair transplant.
Yeah, go
Would
to
you
like-
ever?
I can't afford that.
Go to South
If
America.
I can afford it, sure, why not?
Well, you heard him. Fucking put money
Sign
in the
up
Patreon.
to the Patreon so I can get hair transplants.
You could get
I
like the
think,
Jeremy Piven plugs.
I heard Jersey is some of the best.
New Jersey, really?
Yeah, Mateo Lane. Fuck, I'm very glad I didn't leave my Coke there. I was like, did I leave my freaking Coke there? But Mateo Lane they're all of them are up about Soder, Mateo Lane, Andy Haynes all like went to the same guy, and they all like,
Damn.
were really good.
Oh,
But I've
okay.
heard like Jersey is honestly one of the best places in America to get a hair transplant.
That's
for some
wild.
reason.
Well,
That
I
there
did
you
not
go,
expect
man.
India.
that. Jersey and India.
Yeah.
Well,
Where's
where I live in Jersey City is like a big Indian
Yeah,
area.
I was about to say
Nice.
both places where people smell really bad.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And you hate taking the bus.
There's like an entire street that's like basically an Indian street right near where I live.
Uh-huh.
I haven't ever been
I gotta
there,
come out
though.
to Jersey. I feel bad that I haven't come out to Jersey City yet.
Why
I mean,
not?
I'm barely in Jersey City. I just sleep
I've
there.
never been to Jersey City.
Nice, dude.
Only on the Sopranos tour. That's the only time I was
Yeah.
there.
There's some shows and stuff, but it's like because during the pandemic, only the just stuff is happening in Jersey and not in the city.
Sure.
And now I'll do only stuff in the city, and every once in a while there's Jersey stuff, and it's like even though I live there, I'm not really like in the Jersey scene.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of
The
the people,
NBA is
but
also a lot of Jersey stuff.
the
Continue.
NBA, a lot of basketball jerseys.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, hockey and Major League Baseball also have a lot of jerseys.
They should have called the NBA bubble Jersey City.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, folks. We're having fun.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have actually done that, YouTube. This is not COVID misinformation.
Yeah.
Shit, what else I want to say? Hey, what about Obama's gay lover?
Yeah, Obama.
Wait, did that actually happen?
Tucker Carlson interviewed a crackhead who was like, I had sex with Obama in the 90s.
Yeah.
And Tucker Carlson's like, that's crazy.
I love
That's unbelievable.
I love that, dude.
So
He's
funny.
a loose cannon.
He's a crackhead who's been arrested for fraud. And Tucker's like, well, I don't see why we shouldn't trust this man. Do you?
We have to tell his story.
The only person I trust less than a crackhead who's been arrested for fraud is a politician.
Ooh.
I would love it if Obama had to like address it. Like,
Yeah, like the birth certificate.
Yeah.
Like he produces his penis. Like he said it was 5 inches. It's actually 7.
Produces a negative AIDS test to prove he's not gay.
Yeah. I never fucked that man.
I'm surprised that like the Michelle Obama is a man thing came back because that was like a big thing in like 2011.
Well, it came back, but now it's like an empowering thing.
yeah.
The first ever trans first woman.
Yeah.
WOMYN.
If you like your penis, you can keep it.
Yeah. If you like your gender, you can keep it.
What a lie that was, man! That whole Obamacare. If you like your plan, you can keep it. They were like
your doctor, you can keep it.
they fucking came in at gunpoint and made me change.
Also,
my
Obama's
Obamacare.
like half MAGA brother, just like
Malik Obama.
Yeah,
he's full MAGA, dude.
yeah, Tucker posted the video, and Malik Obama responds something like, "Oh shit," or something like, "Damn."
The best was he tweeted out like in all caps, like hysterically, he's like, well, because he called out, he's like, Obama is gay. He is a faggot. And then like a week later, he tweeted out like, I have been banned from Germany and France for calling Obama a faggot.
Nice.
Me
dude.
too, brother.
What's funny is I remember Malik. It was a big story. It was a curiosity in like 2016.
Yeah.
And then I guess Zoomers never heard of him. So then there's all these articles like, did you know Obama is that? And it's like,
Yeah.
we been done knowing.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
That's like my first old man thing.
like,
of
it's
being
not-
like,
they don't-
Yeah, I fucking know.
Do you remember back in the day when Obama had a half MAGA brother, half brother who's MAGA?
If that was it, that would have been more interesting. But it was a lot of like that. Like it was articles being like, "We are discovering this for the first time." It's like,
Yeah.
no, we aren't. Fuck you.
Well, they just never paid attention as kids. Like it's like
yeah, exactly.
it's like well, it's just so it just shows how everyone has like ADD now.
Be like if we were like,
you know.
dude, did you know Bill Clinton had an affair?
Yeah. Well, it's also a narcissism, right? It's like, well, if I don't know about it, my
Yeah.
friends don't know about
Right.
it, then no one knows about
And
it.
then everyone shares the art. Like even only like 0.03% of people share it, but that's
Yeah,
enough to
exactly.
get the traction going for
Oh
it.
yeah. Because like the editor of all these newspapers is probably like 27. So
If even that old, probably
Yeah.
like 22.
oof, that's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But enough about Malik Obama. Anyway, what was I gonna say?
Did you watch? Is there like a full interview? I saw like the clip on
Yeah,
Twitter.
there's a full interview on Twitter.
No, the full
Nice.
interview is on. Oh yeah, Tucker just posts his stuff on Twitter now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
On
yeah.
X.
X, that's right.
X.
Yeah.
How funny is that? Like you're definitely gonna pull up a porn site before you pull up Twitter now. If you try to.
Elon
fucking-
just responded to a Danny video.
did he really?
Yeah, about the ADL.
What did he
Oh,
say?
I did see something.
And
with
Elon was like,
tweet-
so true.
I saw
Elon's
Elon-
fucking awesome, dude.
I saw him
He's
tweeting
wild.
something about like, I believe in free speech, but I won't put up with anti-Semitism. I didn't know what it was in response
He's
to.
he's threatening to sue the Anti-Defamation League.
Why?
I don't know. I kind of just got I kind of got the tail end of the story.
Yeah.
And
Is
I
he
just thought-
going out? He's going after Jews with their own moves.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Luke versus Darth Vader with,
Yeah.
with the
I'll
same
get
Jedi.
my lawyer. I'll get my lawyer.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. The lawyer inadvertently proves that the Holocaust never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Just using it. I will prove to this jury beyond a shadow of a doubt that there is no way it was 6 million Jews.
We're all very sad that 600 people died,
Yeah.
but it's not defamation. Yeah, I don't know why he's suing him. Elon's just, I hear he's on a lot of ketamine.
Who wouldn't be?
Well, actually, he's admitted to it, but apparently he's
Nice.
on a lot of it.
Did you were gonna do ketamine this weekend?
I was going to, but I chickened out because I got too high and
It's
and
awesome.
paranoid.
You'll do it again.
I'll
Yeah.
do. I might do it because I'm like cutting back on drinking right now, so I'm just kind of like finding replacements.
I would say do it. It's very fun.
Yeah, I'm
I love
excited.
it. I love ketamine.
Yeah.
I love drugs. I love drugs more than anything in the world. And if anyone ever tried to stop me from doing drugs, I would unalive them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a real threat, folks.
That's a
Yes.
real honest to God threat. Timestamp it.
Bobby
what are you going to
Sheehan,
do?
3:24 p.m. on Saturday. Joe is going to kill you for getting in the way of his drug use 2 hours a week.
Yeah, it's the 2 hours out of the week where I can't do drugs.
Yeah.
So that's a real threat.
Yeah.
And clip it.
I got someone got
Well,
me-
he's the one who did the clips, so now we won't have any clips.
Maybe
ever
he'll do
again.
that clip.
Maybe,
Send it
dude.
to the police.
It's like, hey, dude, can you still pull a couple of these clips for us?
I wonder if that'll actually get me in trouble.
No, he would.
We'll cut
yeah.
that.
No, you're fine. He would just Bobby would look through and get the timestamps, and then I would like make the clips. So I guess I'll.
Oh, that's a good tag team move.
Yeah.
That's I enjoy doing a solo podcast because it's kind of fun to switch everything up every week. But
Yeah.
the one thing is having to do all the work myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of good.
Now we got a 2-man team now.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
By the skin of our teeth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hanging on, dude.
Yeah.
Also, there was the Jimmy Fallon thing.
Oh, dude, I've been obsessed.
What happened
Yeah.
with that, dude?
I read the whole article.
Did he get in trouble because Horatio Sands has been so handsy with the child, and apparently Jimmy Fallon was also
No, it's like an
involved?
Ellen thing where they're like, he's a bad boss.
Oh, I
But
bet
it's
he's
like-
an alcoholic. What do you expect?
I kind of related to Fallon on that article. They're like, yeah, he'd be like moody and snap at people, like obviously if he'd been drinking the night before. And I was like, well, who among us?
Yeah.
I didn't see the full article. I saw excerpts.
I mean, I'm
But
sure
yeah, it just seems
sounds
like-
like. I mean,
Yeah.
that's first of all, this is how every.
It doesn't sound as bad as the Corden and Ellen stuff to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. I mean, it really what it is just embarrassing, and it exposes like how fucking drunk he is all the time.
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean,
my
and that's like
opinion.
actually not bad for a guy his age to still be able to be drunk all the time.
And every late night host in history has been like that, where it's like, oh, when the camera's on, he's nice, but off camera, he's kind of a dick. It's like Letterman was like that. Johnny Carson was like
Yeah.
that. If you watch that Conan documentary, he's kind of like that.
Conan is really.
Yeah, if you watch that documentary, and shout out to him for putting it out himself.
Yeah.
But he kind of bullies his staff a little bit in a uncomfortable way. The documentary was like right after the Tonight Show stuff, so who knows what his where his
Yeah,
mental
Conan
health
O'Brien
was.
can't stop,
Yeah,
right?
It's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I don't know how Leno
Craig
was. No,
Ferguson.
I heard Ferguson seems like he'd be cool. I think the late night guys are like
late.
the ones that are like after the main one.
Yeah.
But I think the main ones,
Yeah.
they're all crazy.
I
Yeah.
feel like Leno would still be approachable because he was still doing comedy regularly.
I can see that.
I think that you keep that kind of I think like if you continuously still do stand-up comedy and performing in front of audiences, that still like gives you like a little bit of a connection, no matter how
Yeah.
many cars you own.
that is very true.
you know. And I feel like all these other guys, they really did stop doing stand-up outside of Tonight Show, which
The
they're-
monologue,
Yeah,
yeah.
their monologues, which is a monologue. It's not like actual their thoughts. It's like their writing staff's
Is
thoughts.
Colbert? I feel like
No,
Colbert.
Colbert just did sketch and improv.
He's kind of
No, but I'm saying I feel like he wouldn't have the reputation of being like a bad boss.
he was kind of a dick when I met
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
I would see that.
John
like,
Stewart was cool though. He's really nice.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart seems fucking awesome.
Yeah.
He's a disruptor.
Yeah. He just seemed like very humble. Honestly, he was like
Yeah.
kind of like.
Yeah.
He was
Who
just
was it? Was it Carson Daly who did like the one after the late shows? There
Yeah,
was
the
almost
Late
like
Late
1
Show.
Yeah,
a.m.
yeah.
Or like-
Oh, that
Yeah.
was Last Call.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
it. Last
A
call.
lot
yeah.
of
Last Call,
stand-ups
yeah.
got like credit from that, like
Yeah.
right before he went off the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah, I think
Late night is kind of like nothing though anymore. Like, what's
It's all.
even the
I mean,
point?
TV itself is nothing.
Yeah, it's like the
just
New
all
York
for-
Times.
Yeah.
It's streaming now.
It's just for your parents.
Yeah.
If I honestly, my thought always with any late night thing was like, if I got it, it'd be cool for my parents to see it. Now that I got the New York Times, I don't need late night.
Yeah. Oh my God! Wow, you're a fucking cunt. Go in the corner and cry.
Yeah.
The Roots.
Lily Singh is probably a good boss.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like the less talented you are, the better of a boss
Yeah.
you are. Because
I
Fallon
always-
is talented.
I remember when there was the talk of when like Letterman and Leno were gone, it was like who was going to be the next host. I was surprised that Tina Fey didn't get one, like especially with like everyone
Yeah.
diversity stuff, and not even because of that, because Tina Fey actually I think would be really good at it and would be a woman doing it for the first time ever.
Right.
We don't need
So I
that.
was
We had Samantha
But-
Bee.
Yes, and Joan
Maybe she didn't
Rivers.
want to do it.
Joan
Honestly,
Rivers, I think, did for a little bit.
I think it's like a shit job. Not a
Yeah.
shit job because you get a lot of fame and notoriety.
Yeah,
but
she may not have wanted to do it,
That's
but
like
I was
you
just surprised
it-
that like somebody who would be really good and fits what the network would want.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I don't. But here's the thing: is that Leno got replaced with Fallon, right?
Yeah.
because he was just like.
Well, first Conan for a
that's
little
true.
bit.
Yeah, but he kind of got. But then Leno came back,
Yeah.
and then he got replaced. But Fallon was kind of in line.
Yeah.
Because he'd been like killing it on the late night show.
Yeah.
And the other one, Colbert, Letterman, that was a weird one. But I think they didn't replace him with Tina Fey because CBS has a super old fan base.
Yeah.
It's very, very
And the
old.
thing is, like, their stuff doesn't even necessarily do great online either. We're like,
Colbert?
or just late night stuff in general. Like, I follow.
You'd be surprised. A lot of their clips
some of them do.
A lot of their clips crack like a million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'll watch like the morning ESPN shows, the First Take, and those, and that whole thing is like these are the biggest shows in the world. When you see like the views, it'll be like a few 100,000. Like they usually don't crack a million. But then the videos on YouTube are where everyone's watching constantly everything they're doing.
Yeah.
Everything's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's easier to watch stuff on YouTube.
Even
Yeah.
like ESPN just brought in Pat McAfee, who's been doing a YouTube show for the last
Yeah.
like 5 years, and he gets so many YouTube views. He's doing his show on ESPN, but it's also going to air on YouTube. And it's like ESPN is latching on to the thing that's popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
All these guys are slow on because I think most people, like the younger generation, their TV isn't even Netflix. It is just YouTube.
Yeah.
You know?
That's like all people are on because like it's just all the content.
Yeah.
That's
Where
why
you
like they
can-
charge you for commercial-free YouTube,
Which
now.
I use, and that's like that's the best. Like I would trade 2 streaming services for commercial-free YouTube
Yeah.
because I watch way more YouTube than anything.
Yeah.
I have an ad blocker. That's what I
Oh,
use
that's
to
smart.
avoid. But I can only do it on my browser,
Mm.
which is fine. I'm not doing it on my phone.
I like I kind of like listen to podcasts on YouTube sometimes.
yeah.
I'll
and
do that
and,
too.
and what's great about the premium is that you can watch it in the background.
I feel like if you pay for
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you pay for like Google Drive cloud service, you should just get that for free. Just like we're already giving you money,
I'm
Google.
paying for so much fucking bullshit.
It's crazy, dude. Like, okay, I need my Google Drive.
Yeah.
I have everything, you know.
I know. Yeah, I'm paying for Google One or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I
that
pay for
is.
that, and then I have like Apple, the cloud in Apple too, for my Apple stuff, and then I pay for the streaming services.
Yeah,
And then like for video games, I have to pay to play online games too.
Just bring back
then-
cable. Just give me a TV with cable.
Dude,
you
just,
know?
Yeah.
one universal.
Give me
like,
yeah. Give me a TV with cable that just has everything, every movie,
Yeah.
every TV show.
In Apple's defense, I just subscribed to Apple One. Is this interesting to anybody? But Apple One, which has it's just one subscription. It's
Yeah.
music, iCloud, Apple TV Plus.
It's
like that
everything.
one's great.
that's worth it for Apple.
Yeah.
But it only works on like Apple products.
By the way, did you know Apple is the highest valued company in America?
Oh, we talked about that yesterday.
Oh, well, sorry.
Because I was like, I did know that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh yeah, we talked about it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
where did I hear that from?
Because apparently Bob Iger wants to sell Disney to Apple.
Whoa, Bob,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, okay.
Bob
Now, are they
Snickerdoodle.
gonna,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it
yeah.
gonna be like all of the Disney IP, or are they gonna like
yeah, the
split-
whole fucking company.
So they're not
apparently.
even gonna like split off. Like, okay, I'm gonna sell Marvel to you. I'm gonna sell Star Wars to you.
Well, he wants to do it, but who knows if they'll even let that might breach some like antitrust laws because those are 2 massive companies.
that's too much for like
Yeah.
that's too much entertainment and access for one. They gotta like.
Can you
split
imagine how
that shit
fucking powerful Apple would be if they had fucking Disney too?
up. Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's too
Apple owning Family Guy?
And ESPN is Disney also.
Yeah, yep.
What isn't Disney?
They own a lot of shit.
Yeah. Also, Disney famously
anything that's on
anti-Semitic.
Paramount is not Disney.
No.
much. Just all of our other streaming services.
Peacock
or
Dis-
Viacom.
Is Peacock Disney?
No, that's NBC.
Disney doesn't have the WWE.
Yeah, that's Peacock and GE. I think they're owned by GE. Who makes a lot of air conditioners. I'm not sure about
Oh.
that one, but
This is a fridge air baby.
yeah, nice.
So maybe, but I would think it would have like a little like logo on it if that were the case.
So yeah, welcome back to Stock Talk.
Yeah.
Locker room stock.
Locker room stock.
Locker room stock,
welcome back to
dude.
Locker
Hell
room
yeah.
stock, our new segment.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Who wouldn't turn to us for financial advice?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think
Invest,
we got it all
invest in
together.
Apple right now.
Yeah, invest
That
in
is
Apple.
I mean, that's a smart investment.
I've got
I
an
think
Apple
my dad
and
invested in like 2002.
I've
like,
got an Apple NFT that people should buy.
Really? Dude,
I
I
never
walked
really
by
fully understood what the NFT thing
I walked
was.
by an NFT store in the Lower East Side. I was like, how the fuck is it still in business?
Yeah.
That's crazy. People just think it's going to come back again.
Yeah, but those people don't have any money. Or maybe
It was.
they
I
do.
mean, I remember when Bitcoin first came out and people were explaining it. And they're like, "Oh, you got to mine Bitcoin."
everyone made fun of it when it came out.
And then, like,
remember.
and
Some
then it was
people
like-
made a lot of money with it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then, like 5 years later, it bounced back somehow, which I still don't understand.
I think it just became more of a real deal. And honestly, it's because of the Silk Road, the drug website.
Yeah.
Because people just bought the people-
Chinese Silk Roads.
Yeah.
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 It's where it's like Bitcoin Silk Road, but they all sing Gangnam Style.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So basically, like, evil people made Bitcoin popular because they all, like,
Damn, I
they
wish
were
I
all
were
buying,
evil.
like crazy shit on the dark web, and that,
Yeah.
like, jacked up its
All
price.
kinds of drugs and like fucking CD-ROMs,
Yeah.
of CP and shit.
Exactly.
Like it's kind of crazy.
And then the dollar got weaker, so then I think there was just more interest in, like, a government-free currency.
Government free is the way to be, baby.
Absolutely.
Welcome back to part of the problem.
Yeah, there you go.
Nah.
But yeah, you mentioned that we wrote that Project Comedy Mayhem in Staten Island.
Oh, yeah.
The whole night, those shows are always wild. They're chaotic, but I like thrive in chaos. So I always feel like I do well on those shows.
Yeah.
And then other people come there and are like, "What the fuck is this?"
Did I tell you? I forgot if I told you or not, but there was like a drunk guy in the back who I was like standing next to during your thing.
Yeah.
And when you were like, "This is the worst borough in the city,"
Yeah.
he was like, He can't be saying that.
That was during Musclefest.
Yeah.
Where I came out of some of my old pro wrestling
That was
gear.
He, like,
that was
got
Nick
up-
Matthews' return.
Yes.
He like stood up on his chair and was about to like say something.
Oh,
and I was
yeah,
like, and I was
people
like,
get
I think it's
mad.
just a wrestling thing.
Yeah.
You're like, that's Nick Matthews. It wasn't Matt Maran,
Yeah.
beloved icon.
Well,
of
yeah,
Comedy Fight Club.
I came up and I said, unfortunately, I'm once again unlucky enough to have to be in the worst borough in New York City.
You were
That
the
and his
standout on
shirts.
all 3 shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good job.
Thank you.
You were in your
Thanks.
element.
Yeah. I mean, just like wild crowds in general, I think a lot of comics, especially when the comics come from the city or if they're like done Brooklyn stuff, they used to almost like a spoken word audience. Where it's
Yeah.
like listen to them. And I came up with pro wrestling crowds.
Right.
Where I had people like throwing shit at me.
I
and
want.
you need to grab people's attention.
I wanted to. I was thinking about like being like, oh, maybe I'll ask Stan to get on that improvised stand-up show.
Yeah.
And then after 2 comics, I was like, actually, I think I'm good.
Well, they usually do it in Astoria, where
Yeah.
it's I think they do it at QED normally.
Yeah, that.
Oh, but you would think of asking them like to do it that night.
Yeah. That dive bar full of Puerto Rican trash. Did
Yeah.
not love John Ajoda's off-the-cuff comments.
John Ajoda?
Yeah.
Oh no, he didn't. Come on, he could connect. Are you going to see his Netflix special that's coming out soon?
John Ajoda has a Netflix
Yeah.
special? What is it called?
Thank you very much.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's what I thought. Thank you, come again.
Yeah. That's the second one. Yeah, it was like an improvised stand-up show where people put in
Do you think if he fucks a girl
suggestions.
quickly, it's a quickie mart?
Ooh.
Yep.
Who needs the
Quickie
Quickie
Mart?
Mart?
I do. And then it was like, Dad, I think I'll put singing on the roof again or something
He's
like
like, oh, he lied throughout the entire song.
He lied throughout the entire song.
I hate it when people do that.
I hate when people do that. That's
Simpsons
right. That's what
rocks,
it
dude.
was. That was a great one.
Yeah.
Have you ever
dude.
done like one of those improv stand-up shows where they give you suggestion? There's like a suggestion you have to pick the
every
paper.
fucking day of my fucking set, dude. I could do that on fucking standing on my fucking head.
Yeah,
but I think
I
I've
did-
done that before at like
yeah, I've
mics
done-
and shows.
Yeah, I did one in when I was in Toronto. They had that kind of show, and yeah, it was weird. That I don't know if the other people on the show had done it before. You can like take topics and you riff a little bit, and then you can kind of weave into a thing
Yeah.
that you kind of have material on or you've done a little bit of before, and you like. So you can do some things that, or just
Right.
something that you never really made a bit, but you just kind of riffed at some point. You can get into some stuff, and no one else on the show did. And then it was like, fuck, well, now if I do it, all the comics are going to be like,
What is he doing?
yeah.
I don't think they care. Nobody
I
knows your
guess.
material.
But,
dude.
yeah.
Can you
But I felt like I
What's
did,
he? Get him off the stage.
Yeah.
I did feel like I did well on that. And then I had to go and change into my wrestling gear for Musclefest. And then I had to go and change into my Jewish clothes for Project Comedy.
Yeah, you
Mania.
aged 50 years between the second and third show.
It is wild because like my old wrestling photos, I was like always trying to look older, and people will say I look younger now than when I was wrestling when I was like 20 years old.
So here I am,
Yeah.
looking older all the time, feeling.
And then I'll throw on my glasses and put on a yarmulke, and I look like I'm 50.
I know
Yikes.
it's really wild. Well, you also lost. I feel you lost weight, so you look
Yeah.
pretty young.
What's
right now,
what's
too.
happening?
I'm just eating better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
It's
you,
all
trying
diet,
to,
huh?
are you trying to impress someone?
No, it was once I was coming back from the broken arm and I was getting back in the gym. I was eating better because I wasn't going to be working out as much.
Right.
Usually my workout plan is normal, has always been work out enough that my chest sticks out further than my stomach and then eat like shit.
Uh-huh.
But I was eating better because I wasn't able to work out. And then once I got back in the gym, I was like, fucking, I think I'm just going to keep eating clean
Right.
and work out because I did it when I was younger
You
in
didn't want
wrestling.
to. You didn't want to barn it all down.
No.
Nice.
So I figured, yeah, let me just kind of fuck around and do this. Because I also did for like many years of my life, I was like on a strict diet and exercise plan.
Yeah.
So that's almost like my baseline.
Uh-huh.
And then I kind of get off of it every once in a while and I can always get back on. So
Right.
now I'm like, fuck it, let's go and see.
Have you noticed like you're getting a little more attention from the ladies?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
Dude,
yeah.
You know what's crazy is I definitely like coming out of the relationship. I definitely gained weight,
Yeah.
but I'm like I'm getting more female attention
Because you're
than I did when
confident.
I was skinnier.
You're
Yeah, I guess
confident
Yeah.
so.
now. And people see me like, oh, you're a happily married man. Let me try to fucking ruin this
Yeah.
fucking perfect relationship and try to
Women
touch
do
your
like to do that.
yeah, try to touch
Yeah.
my fucking shoulder. And I say, get the fuck off me. It's like, look at this. This is a wedding ring. And she's like, I don't see a wedding ring. And then I go, hiya! That's for even having an impure thought of a man who's off the market.
Yeah.
Horror, shame.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch
Actually-
that Shane special?
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Our best friend,
Yeah.
Shane Gillis, dude.
I did get a
I found for some reason it came up in my messengers, my archive.
yeah.
My last message to Shane Gillis is very funny.
Yeah.
So hold on one second.
I feel like my messages with Shane will be like, hey, do you want to judge Fight Club? Yeah. Hey, do you want to judge Fight Club? Yeah. Hey, do you want to judge Fight Club? No response. I'm like, that's when he got big.
Yeah, I definitely have some embarrassing. Do you want to do my podcast?
Yeah.
Around 2019.
Hell yeah.
But July 29th, 2019. Congrats on JFL, my dude. He goes, we did it, dog. September 12th, 2019. Holy shit! Congrats on SNL. So awesome. And I think he had to delete his Facebook like 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
He judged Fight Club like 2 weeks before the SNL thing, and then he was back like a week after the
That's
SNL
so funny,
thing.
yeah.
And I introduced him as like a recent and former SNL cast member.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, there was one battle with an Asian
am I
battler.
wrong? People kind of always knew he was gonna be like famous, right?
I don't know. I met him when
I always
was.
thought he had an X Factor.
Yeah, he was like doing well in Philly, and then he was starting to do some New York stuff, and then we had him on Fight Club there.
That's
so
when
he was
blew
already
up.
he was already kind of yeah. Once he did Fight Club, he was already like
That's
on
when- yeah.
Bonfire.
It
and
got back to
stuff like
Lauren
that.
Michaels.
Yeah,
I think because Brendan Crick was friends with him, and I was friends with Brendan, so I'd
Yeah.
heard a lot. And Nick was friends with Shane too.
yeah.
So I just heard a lot about him.
Yeah.
So maybe that also infected my
Brendan
Yeah.
Crick in the cave.
Yeah.
Brendan Crick in the cave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
Brendan Crick in my neck. Jesus.
Nice, dude.
But yeah, I was gonna say I did after the videos from Musclefest went out, I did get a few messages from women.
Oh yeah, name names.
Yeah,
No.
who?
Well,
Can we say if we guess?
What did
their
Rachel say?
Yeah.
she did
if we guess their initials, will you say yes or no?
most of them are not comedians.
yeah,
and you don't.
let- yeah,
most
let's-
of them are
alright.
people
Alright.
you don't know.
Okay, if we guess the initials. then
No,
you
because
have
Robbie
to.
knows a couple, and this is a bad game. I already
Oh,
told
no,
Robbie.
I'm gonna let Joe do it,
Okay.
and I'll say yes.
All right.
No, we're not. We're not doing this. New York Times article got
Yeah.
me a couple of girls also. Who
Oh,
Was
yeah?
one of them Amy
They-
Cardinelli?
Yeah,
No.
Rachel Wood looks like she does read the New York Times.
Nice.
No. I got like a couple of exes who like reached out to me, wanted to catch up after the New York Times.
Oh damn! Did you say like I'm sorry? I'm
Did
kinda
you?
seeing someone.
No. Well, one of them is like next time I'm in New York, 'cause she lives in California now.
Oh,
Mm.
a different
Bay
state.
Area, maybe.
No, L.A.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say actually, speaking of Bay Area, so about like writing because I saw Mark Norman at Cobb's last time. He like got me in for free very nicely.
Yeah.
And his prepared material is great, of course, but then he does a thing where he just takes suggestions. He, like the audience will call it a
Yeah.
topic and he'll
Yeah.
riff on
Yeah.
it, and that was like so much better than than a set. Like
Yeah.
maybe because it's an in the moment thing, but it's like
You see how
Yeah.
quick he is.
Yeah.
And that's like a cool thing.
yeah, for sure. So I just want to say, so I also kind of feel like that, where I'm like, I think I'm kind of funnier off the cuff in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And
A while-
it's,
Like,
it's
stand-up.
learning how to do kind of both, like Jimmy Pardo, like
Yeah.
realizing like when you can stop riffing and go into material and in and
have
out.
like a little mix.
Yeah.
For a few years ago, I started when I would just
Matt just saw me do it at New York Comedy Club.
I would just start opening sets with a riff, just at open mics, and I was just like, I'm not gonna have an opening joke. I'm going to riff on something that happened in the room, just because then I felt like it made me just quicker, and because I
Nice.
was doing bad at first, and then
Yeah.
eventually I got better at them. But then there's some rooms now where it's like, if you go up and riff, it's almost like, what are you doing?
Which
yeah,
room?
it depends.
Some of the Brooklyn rooms.
Yeah.
I love riffing, dude.
I do
Yeah,
they
too.
call
me
me
too.
me Riff.
They call me Peter Riffin.
Yeah.
I agree. Although
Some of the
I
Brooklyn
don't know,
rooms,
I
if you- yeah.
I always open by riffing, but
Yeah.
if the crowd is really tight, then I'll just do material. But
Yeah.
most of the time, I open by riffing
Yeah.
and making fun of how someone looks.
Hell
That's,
yeah.
that's like the ultimate.
Look at this dumb bitch up here in the front row. She looks like she could use a cock in the mouth.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Come here, sweetheart. Come here. I got something.
Yeah.
Huh? You afraid? I'm not gonna hurt you. Are you nervous that you're the only audience member here? Even though they said they're a great audience, I didn't know you were non-binary.
Joe is doing this in an alleyway, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
For the,
It's in a urinal.
yeah.
Just working on my crowd work. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, tough crowd. All right. As the police is arresting you. Can you uncuff my handcuffs? I need to do this to my collar.
I get no respect in this alleyway.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I heard this. Someone told me Dangerfields was going to reopen.
It
I
is.
hope so.
Yeah.
As Gorman's.
Gorman's. Yeah.
Gorman's House of Chuckles.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the bartender / MC.
Yeah.
I'm going to get one of those, like, ring announcer microphones that actually come down from the
Oh,
ceiling.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
The Michael Buffer.
You better
Or
believe
the,
it,
the
dude.
Mr. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Well, they fucked up because it's like they just became such a non-entity.
Yeah, that was like the first club spots I was getting was at Dangerfields, and it was nothing.
Yeah.
It felt like
It
such a
seemed like
cool
a cool
thing.
room though. Yeah.
It was a cool room, and it was also like that was the room that if you watch back, like where Dice and Kinnison,
Yeah.
Dangerfields, everything. So I got a spot there, and I was like, I'm gonna perform at Dangerfields.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And then it's like 10 people spread
I think
out.
it's like it was a tourist. They just embraced being a tourist trap.
yeah.
A little
Which is
too
a
much,
shame,
yeah.
yeah.
And they couldn't survive after COVID because of that.
Yeah, sure.
It really makes you think, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if Caroline's went out, Dangerfields had no chance.
That's kind of crazy that Caroline's went out because
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
right on Times
I
Square.
mean, a lot of their shows were pretty empty near the end. That's why
Yeah.
they're also bringing in a lot of like TikTokers and stuff.
Yeah.
They got like nobody builds up
I'm-
local talent.
I'm sure it's
I
got to
know.
cost a lot of money to be able to afford that
Oh yeah.
space.
You
in
know what it
Times
is now? It's a
Square.
fucking ping pong bar
Ooh, me Reiki
that
ping
like
pong.
Sharon Stone owns or some
Does she
celebrity.
shoot ping pongs out of her puss?
I hope so, dude.
That'd
She
be
has
cool.
the
Like, she
basic
opens her
instinct,
leg,
yeah.
yeah.
Saved it at a ping pong ball.
That's
not-
the advertisement
I'm not
for
even
it.
sure if it's Sharon Stone. It might be like Sigourney Weaver, one of those like
Just so-
older female actors.
That still does something for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
It's definitely one of
Oh,
them. Yeah.
Ooh, I'd like to take her to fucking.
It's Glenn
Yeah.
Close. She
Uh-huh,
looks like
nice.
she'd be
Yeah.
really into a sport.
No, it's got to be Lucy Liu if it's ping pong.
True.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
you ever see those videos of the Asian guys
course,
just fucking
dude.
being amazing at ping pong?
Oh yeah. they're great.
those videos with the ping pong. Yes,
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
those.
Those
as
are-
well.
yeah.
I
I've
beat
seen
off
those
to
as well.
those too.
Have you seen like the one where Bruce Lee is swinging nunchucks and hitting ping pong balls?
No.
Pull it up,
Sounds
dude.
pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oh, Matt doesn't have his phone.
No, my phone is charging. I'm being a bad Jamie so far.
Yeah.
Matt, you're always charged. You never have a charged phone.
Nope.
You got to get an iPhone, dude.
My phone now is actually a lot better. I just
No.
was using it a lot today.
You're gaslighting.
I got a new
yourself.
phone, and it's actually holds charge way better.
Just gonna charge. Oh, are you charging? Is it?
I'm on the other side.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the Zoom.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Yeah. But we have another outlet over there if you need it.
Oh, cool. Great.
Yeah. Have you been,
I'm
Joe? I
fine.
haven't seen you in a couple weeks now.
It's been wild, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been around, dude. Recovering from reeling from Bobby's death, Bobby's untimely death,
Right.
and the rebranding. Will they? Won't they?
Right.
Whatever happens to us.
Yeah.
It's been good. Just
Yeah.
keeping busy, man. Doing sets. Been booked all over New York. All over.
All over.
Yeah,
Clubs
doing
and
a lot of shows.
colleges all over the New York area.
Yeah.
Little bar shows here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I did a talk show at Star Bar last night.
Yeah, I like
With-
Star Bar.
Yeah, Patty Delfino was there.
He's great.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was
Yeah.
fun. Your crush, Rachel Darvis, was there. We talked. She asked about you.
Uh-huh. She did? Yeah,
Yeah.
what did she say?
She was just saying, like, "Where's Matt?" You know.
You should Eric ask her out.
You should, dude.
What are you doing, Robbie? This is not the Patreon.
Oh, whoops. Guys, forget I said Eric ask her just now.
All right, we'll get it in post, dude. Look how fucking nervous Matt is, dude.
I won't be offended if you edit that out.
Dude, I'll have to remember.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't forget.
Yeah. I just did their podcast, actually. It was fun.
How was it?
Yeah.
It was good.
Nice, dude. You do any other podcasts lately?
69th Amendment. I guess that's it.
Nice.
That's enough. That's fun. I like
Yeah.
hopping around doing pods.
It's fun, dude. It's like we've made it.
Yeah,
People want to listen to us for at least an hour.
people want to talk to me for an hour.
yeah, it's,
least.
it's also
People
just-
think that I'm somebody who they can have on their hour-long show and
Right.
that other people will listen to.
Yeah, because I'm having such a hard time getting booked on stand-up shows. That,
Yeah.
like,
It's weird, dude. And like
Yeah.
there's like all these like little young people that are doing like all these shows like prestigious
know.
venues. Like how the fuck does this happen?
I don't know. I think
Give-
people
gi-
love the Zoomers.
Give old Uncle Joe a little taste, huh?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, coming out, it's been very tough for me to get booked on stand-up shows. Even like my friends, I like kind of hit them up and like they go.
And
Yeah.
yeah. It's
I'm like,
fuck-
I'm good at stand-up. I don't know like why this is an issue.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like there's like a shortage of stage time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of but it's like, it's I mean, it's the problem Sam's always had where people just want to book the same 6 people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's also like a lot of spot trading.
Yeah,
that's
that
always
too.
the thing.
I realize I think I might have to just
That's the big
start a
thing. I have
show.
you have to start your own show. I have friends who like run shows at clubs, and they'll like and I'll like talk to them, and I'm like, I was talking to one friend, I was like, I feel like I need to ask more, and then they were like, I mean, you can, but it's like, I have me on my show and my 3 co-hosts, and the club makes me book these 2 people, and then we get like 1 spot.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, but like on a weekly bar show, you give me a response at least.
yeah.
You can at least like give like an alternative, like, hey,
Yeah.
how about this and this and this?
Right.
I mean, I generally don't just go down that road in my head because it'll just make me bitter. But I was hanging out at the stand last week, and just a comic who I'm friends with was like talking to someone else about struggling to get booked, and I was just in the circle, and he said to them, "Everyone's done Comedy Fight Club. Why isn't Matt booked on everyone's show?" And I was like, "Hey, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Well,
Who
because
were
they
the
already.
comics?
Yeah.
Was it
Huh?
Rachel?
What's that?
Who defended you?
Lawrence Reese.
Nice.
Hey man, you don't know, man.
He's a little shitster. I like it.
He was just
Oh,
doing that.
Lawrence is great.
He was
yeah.
doing that to get into Matt's head.
Right.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
worked too because he
yeah.
brought it up on the pod.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Good job, Lawrence. Well done.
He was like, "Yeah, why is that, Matt?"
yeah.
Well, we'll figure it out by the end of this episode.
Yeah, I think
hope
so.
Hey, I'm booked tonight. That's fun.
Where
There
are you
you go.
going?
The Roost. Pat Haggerty and Mark Henley are on it too.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
That'll be
Yeah.
a fun
Who else
show.
is on that?
I don't know. Those are the only people I saw.
Where is it?
It's right by my apartment. Which is
Ooh.
the
Oh,
best.
yeah, I've been to the
nice.
Roost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good room. I haven't been there in a little
It was
bit.
fun. Last time I
was
did, I had
there-
a good time. Yeah.
Who runs it?
Renee Fuentes.
Okay. I
Mamma
know. Yeah.
mia!
There you go. Yeah.
That's how you know you've arrived.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, did we talk about when, the hike we went
Are we
on
doing
in
a
the
Patreon too?
Poconos?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
If
Yeah.
you can, but that's
I just
okay
have to
if you
piss.
can't. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
How long have we
what-
been doing it? Oh, actually, we're at an hour, dude.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Look at my podcasting internal clock.
Fucking
go.
hey, Robbie, where can we see you? Where can we find you?
What about Rob Podcast at Robbie Goodwin on all social media? And I didn't mean to interrupt everybody, but I really do have to pee.
Yeah,
So-
go. No,
Go
that's
ahead.
fine. Go ahead. We're just gonna. Yeah, man. As always, if you were supporting us just to support Bobby Sheehan, now's the time to quit. Bobby Sheehan is not coming back. It's not a bit. He's actually quit the podcast. He doesn't want to do it anymore. Do not threaten him. Leave his family be. We're moving on. We're gonna be okay, Matt.
We're gonna be okay. We still like Bobby. You should all still like Bobby too.
Yeah.
He's doing his own thing.
Support the Before Hours podcast. Support Locker Room Talk.
Yes.
Or whatever the new incarnation could be. Perhaps an announcement could be just around the corner,
Perhaps
Matthew.
it might be.
Stick around. Things are going to get interesting.